welcome back to the Hill Project. This is another episode of our Drafting Greatness. This week, Arsenal. This week, we also have our special guest, if you want to call him special, is our mate who's up that way on my screen. There he is. Is Stu. He is also known as Green Machine HD on Twitch. We'll leave his link in the description. He's also a big Arsenal fan, so he should have quite a big advantage on us on this one. The way it's going to work is slightly different to obviously regularly because it's going to be different picks, and we're actually picking 3 teams instead of 2. Stu's going to get guest advantage, so in theory he's going to get the better picks. I will go through the order of picks as we do it. So basically, it's just a little coin toss between me and Pete about which one gets the worst position in for picks. So yep. Pete, tails as always.
You know what I'm going to go for? It's tails as well.
Tails never fails.
Gotta be tails. Gotta be.
And it is heads.
Cool.
I've won one for once, which means
you're in the 3rd slot. That sucks.
My piece of paper, Stu, is the letter A. Pete is the letter C, and I am the letter B. So that means that Stu, you get first pick. You get to pick whatever position you want, and then the player you want. So I think I know where you're going to probably go.
I think I do.
I've been between 2. I've been between 2, and I'm not going to say the other one for obvious reasons in case I get a chance to pick them later. But
yeah, of course,
as a disclaimer, if there are any Arsenal fans watching this back later, I am really sorry if I miss anyone. I will do my best for you, I promise.
Don't you worry.
So my first pick.
I'd like to add as well. We're playing this in a 4-4-2, so 4 midfielders, 2 strikers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, it's between 3 now, but I'm going to pick. He has to be in the Arsenal side that I pick. Is Thierry Henry up front?
Yeah.
He is the best. He is the best ever Arsenal player we've had. So he's got to go in for me.
So I get second pick. So for the striker. So don't forget, this is only Premier League era. So I've got 3 in mind for this one. And I'm actually going to go with the traitor of Arsenal, the lad that went off to win the league, and he did it in the first season. I'm going to go Robin van Persie. Because, and you'll hear why afterwards, Stu.
It's fine. Superb player.
He's a good player. There's a reason I didn't pick the one you were expecting me to pick, because I need a goal scorer first.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Because I knew you wanted me to pick.
If I get picked, I'm going to cry, just saying.
But then you might be able to get him for your second striker.
Right, I'm going to take him now. I'm going to take Bergkamp.
Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah, it's got to happen now. Now those 3 have gone, Bergkamp's got to go. I can't leave him.
Legend.
No. I made the strategical decision to take the goal scorer over the creative player because I'm hoping I get some creativity from midfield. So I work this out as Pete. You'll go next.
Right. Because I need a goal scorer, I'm going to take the other striker now.
Oh, don't take him.
Actually, no, I'm not.
Oh, so what position are you going?
I'm going to go for Ashley Cole.
Oh, that's a
very good choice. That's a really hard position as well.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. I'm going to take Ashley Cole now.
Oh dear, that's a great shout, Pete.
Yep.
Okay.
Which means it's now my pick because we are in the reverse order from what we were from the last time.
God.
Which means, Stu, you're going to be in a bit of a pickle here.
I am going to be in a massive pickle.
Oh, who do I go?
Depends if you pick the person I've got in mind.
I'm going to go for him because I forgot him for our Man City one. Pete knew he's coming. I'm going to go Gael Clichy.
Oh, to be fair, I actually completely forgot about him. That's actually not a bad shout at all.
I completely forgot about him for our Man City one, and I got a bit of
not the person I had, so it's fine.
There's no Wayne Bridge on this one.
Okay, so is it my go?
Yeah, mate, your go. Your last
my
pick,
because I pretty much off the top of my head can't think. And no Arsenal fans, I'm not picking Andre Santos. He was terrible. I'm going to pick, and I hope I'm getting his position correct. I'm going to pick Nigel Winterburn.
Yep.
I'm going to take Nigel Winterburn, classic, old school Arsenal defender, superb, one of our stalwart defenders. So I'll take Nigel
To be
Winterburn.
fair, the only person I could think of, other than ones we've shouted out, is Kieran Gibbs.
Yeah, Kieran
That
Gibbs
was the only
is the
other
one I
person
thought
could
of.
think
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Ashley Cole pretty much. He left, but he was our best ever left back.
That was a real solid pick, that one, I think, mate.
I think I have
So
to go there.
it's my go on the starting of this one. You'll see how this works, guys. Basically, everyone, me and Stu will get the same amount of first picks. Pete has one less than us throughout the entire thing. We all out, and then the second picks are similar as well. So my first pick, I'm gonna go. Do you know what? I'm gonna go for the second striker already. You know, I'm going straight.
No. I know who you're going to pick as well.
I think
I'm
I
gonna
know.
go Ian Wright.
But I nearly swore.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I had in mind.
YouTube.
Same here.
You're right.
Okay. Right, I gotta get thinking now.
The thing is, with Arsenal, you've had some great strikers.
Yeah.
Stu, luckily for you, the next pick is yours, mate.
See, I feel like I'm gonna miss somebody. I feel like there's somebody glaring. I feel like there's somebody glaring at me that I should pick.
There's an ex-Arsenal man that me and Pete missed on the Chelsea one, but not for striker.
Yeah, I did like him. He didn't score that many goals though.
That wasn't who we're on about. We're on about for a different position, mate. But yeah, he would
Oh,
work
okay.
by him.
So I've got to pick a second striker.
You do.
I might pick someone just because I liked them as a. I don't know why. I just like them.
Right. Start writing down Bentner then.
Bentner is going nowhere near this football team. If he goes in any of your teams, I'm quitting. No, I'm joking. Okay, can I have 10 seconds? I'm just going to try and think out loud in my head. So I'm trying to think through the years. We've obviously had Ian Wright, Burke, Camp, Thierry Henry, not Bentner.
Are you ready, Pete, for the next one? For your
I've
one?
got a few lined up, but
Really? There's
possibly
there's
picking
another
someone.
one who probably was a good striker for us, but I won't pick him because I hate him.
Oh, that'll be the one.
I'm going to pick a player who I liked,
that's
and
what
it
I
was
was going to do.
Kanu. I'm
Who?
taking Kanu.
Carnu. Wow. No way.
Carlo
dude.
was next on my list.
I'm glad you say that. I'm taking Kanu because I liked him, and I remember his goal against Chelsea in the rain, where I think it was Ed De Hoy, straight
Yeah.
top corner, giving it all that. Love Nwankwo Kanu, so yeah, I'll take Kanu.
Still missed from a yard out for West Brom, didn't he?
Yeah, we can forget that. It's fine.
Carlo
wasn't the
was
most
gonna be
prolific,
my
bless him.
choice.
He was.
Yeah, I had Carlo next on my list.
Okay.
There's a big one you've missed here, boys, by the way. Just so you
I
know.
haven't picked one
I
yet.
know who you're going to say, but
I haven't
no,
picked
I
one
didn't.
yet. Do you want me to pick him now?
If you want.
I thought you was going to read out the big one that you missed. I will go for. There's a few. I can go through them now because you've made all your strikers, didn't you?
I've just thought of
Unless
another one.
I'm
Damn it.
careful if there's any sort of wingers.
Good point. Good point. I'm going to have to go with, because this has been at a few clubs and this is where I think he was, well, by far he was best. Going to go with Anelka.
Oh, how did I miss Nicholas Anelka?
That was the one I was on about, Stu. And the one
How
that
did I miss Nicholas Anelka?
and the one I'm assuming you said you didn't want to pick was Adebayor.
Yeah.
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 And there was another one that I nearly picked, which was Giroud. I do like Giroud.
Giroud's a brilliant scorer.
I do like Giroud, but I just liked Kanu, but I would have had Anelka. That's really annoying. We
Right, so
bought
we're in
him
the
for
reverse
about
order, Pete. So it's you this time. What we had from the last round, but in the reverse order. So
Sorry,
Pete,
Arsenal fans.
round.
I'm going to go for a winger and I'm going to take Perez.
Left, right. Hang on. Which side do you go in? Left or right?
I'm
One
going to go right.
Because it's right.
Yeah, he's on the right. Yeah. No, he's on the left. He's
There's
sorry, no,
always a
left.
debate with Perez.
He's on the left. He's on the left. I've actually got him written there.
Yeah, I was going to say he's definitely not right.
Yeah. No,
I
he's
would
on
have
the
let
left.
you at it.
But you taking him as a right winger?
No, left. I'm taking him as left winger.
Oh, as a left. Right,
On
cool.
the left.
So, Perez. Stu?
Oh, yeah. Have I got next pick?
Yeah, mate.
Thank God. Okay, I'm picking one of my favourite all-time Arsenal players, which is Mark Overmars.
Oh,
They were my first and
Third
second,
player.
and I struggled with a third for this.
Superb player, Mark Overmars. Thank you, Pete.
which leaves me in a bit of a naff position, doesn't it?
It does.
You're not been blessed. There's one who had a good, which was Alexis. I could go him. I'm struggling to think of anybody that's any better. There isn't a lot. Danny
Not
Welbeck.
better than those two.
Oh no, nowhere near better than those two. Do you know what? I'm going to go Alexis.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alexis Sanchez. CAB. So it's my pick on this one. Then Pete, then Stu. So I'm gonna start off the bat with just thinking about positions that you've had some good players over the years, haven't you?
Yeah.
Obviously, that Invincibles team's going to probably dominate in here.
Yeah, there's a couple of positions that are fairly easy for me that I've got 1, 2, or 3, but there's a couple that are really difficult.
Do you know what? As I'm in this position now, I'm going to take him because I actually preferred him over another one, which is good. Who's got all? All do I want to be nice to Pete? That's the question. Because I would take Pete with a nice one. Although I think you've got a couple of decent choices. Nah, no, I'm not. I'm going to go centre mid. And I'm tossing and turning between two.
So am I.
I'll go Vieira.
That was my number one choice.
Yep.
Definitely my number one choice.
So it's your turn, Pete boy.
Right. Well, you've got a defensive midfielder. I think I need one as well. So I'm going to go for the next obvious choice, and that'll be Petit.
Ooh, good choice.
Not a bad choice.
That's a good choice. I like Manu.
Yep. Great player.
And you, Stuart.
Okay, so thinking out loud again, there's actually quite a few good choices
Yeah.
for midfield, and I feel like there's a few that I've, again, in my head probably missed.
Yeah.
I won't say the two I'm between just in case it. Excuse that, by the way. I won't. Sorry, I need to put that on silent. I won't say who my other choice would be, just in case it can come up again in a minute. But another one of my favourite players, I'm going to pick Santi Cazorla.
Oh,
Good choice.
Superb player. Again, I'm picking a lot of my favourites, but I love Santi Cazorla. So
yeah. So that was BCA. So we're now back round to no, we're not. It's now Stu, your pick again, mate.
okay.
Sorry if thought the position layout's confusing a lot of people. It's confusing. It was confusing me when I was trying to work out the fairest way to do it.
Okay, I'm going to take. I feel like most of the other positions I've got picks for, and there's one position that we've had a few poor players recently. I'm going to take a centre back. I'm going to take Sol Campbell.
Okay. The good thing is, I think in reality,
Even though he played for Tottenham.
We'll end up with one good centre back each at the very least.
Yeah.
Pete, your pick for this one. This is an ACB.
Well, I'm going to go for the obvious choice. If I'm going to have a centre back, I'm going to have Tony Adams in there straight away.
That was my number 2. Of course, has to be.
Yeah.
My number 3, guys, is Martin Keown.
Oh. Never got Martin Keown.
So
after that, I hazard to say it's actually fairly difficult.
ACB, yeah. But the good news for you, Pete, not Pete, Stu, we are back round to the start of what we had for a little bit. So it's A, B, C. So that's you, me, Pete.
Right.
for
So I
the
get
next
choice.
position.
So I get choice
So-
again now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
I
you get
thought I
first
just had
choice.
choice then.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. By the end,
Okay.
it all works out. Everyone has the
Right,
same
I see
number.
what you're saying. So I'm going to take. I'm going to take my other central midfielder, which is going to be, and again, I feel like I've missed something, but I'm going to take Fabregas.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Cesc.
I'm just going to point out that is an attacking centre midfield, by the way.
Oh, is there?
You've got Cazorla, and Fabregas.
Fabregas can play defensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been doing that for Chelsea in
me-
his later years. He'll be fine.
Yeah. Which
Gung
means
ho.
it, my pick for my centre mid now. There's a few. Who do I want playing alongside Vieira? It's a tricky one.
It is tricky.
There's two I've got in my head.
I'm just praying you don't take the one that I picked.
I'm going to go for the one that I actually really liked for Arsenal. He was a bit. Well, actually, he probably played in the same team. He did play in the same team as Fabregas. I'm going to go Gilberto Silva.
It's on my list.
How did I forget? I mean, I probably wouldn't have picked him over, but he was a fantastic player.
Yeah. It
Great
does
shout.
mean I've probably got a slightly defensive team, but that's all right. I've got Van Persie and I've got Van Persie right up front with Alexis on the left. It's not a bad start. Yeah.
Right now, I'm in a bit of a debate with myself. I can go for someone who weren't the most popular at Arsenal, but they played. Sure, it was close on to like 500 games for Arsenal.
He might be on my hated list also. I think I know where you're going.
Or I can pick someone
I've clearly forgot somebody.
who I think is a great player and he's wore an Arsenal shirt, but maybe not for a long time yet.
I've just forgot a left mid.
And I'm thinking about Daniel Ceballos because I think he's the first player in an Arsenal shirt that's excited me for a long, long time.
Do you know
I
what?
like Ceballos.
I can't even knock that.
He's the first player I've watched and he's excited me this
He is a
season.
good player. I rate that shout. I rate
Yeah.
that shout.
It's a gamble because normally I'm going for great Arsenal players, but I think as long as Arsenal can keep him, he could be up on that
Yeah.
list by far. So I'm going to go with Ceballos.
You having him?
That's fair. So we've got. Oh yeah, okay.
I get next pick. This will be where it comes down that I won the toss over Pete. So I'm going to play my cards right. I'm going to go right mid, and I'm going Freddie Youngberg.
Good shout.
Yeah.
Very versatile as well. He was a good player for us.
There's quite a few good players for this position as well.
I know who I want. He's
Pete-
my number one pick, and I'm hoping I get him.
Pete, yeah, Pete, it's your pick next, mate.
I'm really torn because there's a legend and there's someone I really, really liked. And it guts me, but I'm going to turn down the legend, I think. I'm going to go for someone I really, really like there, and that's Andre Ashvin.
You like him because
Okay.
he scored 4 against you.
No, because do you know
Yeah.
what? It gutted me. I used to work on an industrial estate near the training ground, and we used to see him jog around every morning. And I actually said to my mate I was with that morning, wouldn't it be funny if I tripped him up there on that night when I scored 4 past us?
He was for me as an Arsenal fan, I think he was a disappointment, only in the way that he did have games where you could see how talented he was. He didn't show it enough as an Arsenal fan, but I do actually like Arsenal, and I'm just disappointed in the way that I felt like he could have done better for us.
Yeah,
But
how
he's a good player.
consistency maybe could have been there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Similar to other players on the right wing who may or may not get mentioned in this, but
Yeah.
okay. So with my pick for right midfield, obviously we've done the whole midfield now. So honourable mentions for Jack Wilshere, who we missed.
Yeah.
wouldn't have made any of our teams or even close, but a player who I always thought really would have been good for us, and he did show a period where he wasn't injured, alongside Santi Cazorla, was Abu Diaby.
Yeah.
Disappointed me because I genuinely thought he could have been a really good player. The left wing,
Yeah.
I actually considered Danny Welbeck, just because I know he differs opinion, but I did like Danny Welbeck.
He works. He works
Yeah,
hard.
exactly, workhorse. My right midfielder I'm going to pick is the one for Pele. I'm going to pick Ray Parlour.
Oh,
Because
I
again,
regret picking
Arsenal
Arsenal,
legend, he scored some important goals in FA Cup finals. I picked him out of love.
we've missed. I regret picking Arsenal now. Some of the players we've missed. You've got
Arsenal,
strikers, midfielders,
Walcott,
Paul Merson.
Paul Merson, yeah.
We've missed Samir Nasri.
Yeah,
no,
Nasri.
no. Samir Nasri doesn't get discussed.
We've missed even strikers. I know.
Horrible cretin.
I know what I've said about Ceballos being a current one. Maybe I think soon, within the next season or two, I'm not sure we've picked him, but you've got Aubameyang in there at the minute.
Yeah.
Even Alan Smith as a
We
striker.
could have had. I'm
Did I
surprised
pick Carnu over Aubameyang?
Yeah. I love his reaction.
Right, guys, anybody who's watching, please absolutely slate Stu for that decision in the comments. He could have had Lacazette or Aubameyang over. No way.
Oh my god, I was totally, excuse my hair, I was totally thinking about like past and not present. Oh my god, how did I not pick Aubameyang?
Because I even thought even Sylvan Wiltord was up with a shout at one point.
I'm gonna be mortified for the rest of this podcast that I've done that, and I picked Nwankwo Kanu over. I knew I was going to do that as well at some point.
You said the one obvious
Carry
one.
on.
Right, Pete, your
Yep.
pick, mate. We've got one centre back, a right back, and the goalkeeper left.
Right, I'm going to go right back because I've got a few
Okay.
centre backs, and I'm going to go with this one was quite hard. If I went if I went more,
I've
right,
got
I'm
my
just going
three,
to go with Bellerin because I've always liked him.
and he won one of them. But nice.
I've always liked Bellerin. I've liked the way he plays, and if they get that link up down the wing, I think he'll be an amazing player.
Well, I feel like I've got. It's my pick, by the way, and then yours, Stu. I feel like I've got a traitor on the left-hand side that went off to Man City. I might as well have the one on the other side as well, hadn't I? I'll go Bakary Sagna.
That was where I was going.
Another lad.
You're quite a good one
Think
then.
about right back. We actually had Bellerin's been our right back for quite a long time,
Yeah,
as was Bakary Sagna.
yeah.
But right back's fairly difficult.
I got three that you could have left.
I feel
got
like I either go. I'm thinking Lee Dixon.
That's one.
Yep.
I'm thinking Lauren.
That's two.
And
The
I've
third
missed somebody.
The
I'm
third one's
second
questionable.
guessing myself now because the Aubameyang bloody shout.
The third one's questionable, to be fair, mate.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
So my gut instinct was saying Lee Dixon or Lauren. And I'm going to take, again, forming on the legend side as I've got the pick between two, I'm going to take Lee Dixon.
So you got Dixon and Parlin down that right-hand side.
Yeah, boy. But I
Yeah,
haven't got Aubameyang.
So I'm going to go. Sorry, no, it's Stu's go. Sorry, I apologise. It's Stu, Pete, me for the next pick.
I feel like I need to go for the other centre back because you guys are saying that you've got picks for it. I genuinely, in the top of my head, can't think other than. I mean, Tony Adams, yeah, obviously has already been picked. Him and Sol Campbell were my top two picks.
You needed sort of 6 picks for these sort of positions, really.
Yeah. Or do I go goalkeeper? Which is fairly
Goalkeeper
easy for me.
easier choice but then that leaves.
Goalkeeper for me is an easy 3-choice
Just so
pick,
you know, it's me with the first pick on the last position.
which is either one
Which
of goalkeeper or centre back, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm happy with goalkeeper on either of my 3 picks, so I'm going to go centre back. And then again, I feel like there's somebody I've been credulously
Stu, by the
missed.
way, next.
I feel like there's somebody I've completely missed. I'm going to be mortified again.
I know.
I'm
Wait,
hating
what?
life here. I'm hating life here. I'm going to take. He was captain for a period. Maybe not the greatest centre half we've ever had, but I'm going to take Thomas Vermaelen.
Okay. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I missed, please tell me now.
Well, Pete, it's your pick, mate. I'm almost half writing it down already.
You're wrong.
Oh.
Because I've gone for someone, and we are picking players that have played in the Premier League. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one only really just maybe a season.
Oh, Pete's showing his age, everybody.
I know who he's going for now.
He was one of the greatest centre backs at Arsenal. I'm going to go O'Leary.
Obviously, I wouldn't have gone for that. So, just for the rest of everybody else, including Stu, Pete, who was I getting ready to write down for you?
Aren't you going to pick him?
I think I'm going to.
You're going to go for Colo?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I think I am.
God.
I knew Pete had that one in his head because we've not long done the Man City one. We've recorded them all the same week.
Literally, the only other players I could think of.
Choice. I've got Colo, Koscielny, Mertesacker. That's my three in my head.
I had one more.
And I'm going to go Colo.
Cool. The only other player after that I could think was Steve Bold.
Steve Bold is the one I said, yeah. In my head, it was Steve Bold or Vermaelen, but I did forget about Kolo Touré again.
So, I've got the pick for the goalkeeper, then it's Stu, then it's Pete. And the question...
No one's going to guess mine, I think.
I'm going to go, I prefer this one over the other one. I'm going to go Jens. I'm going to go Jens Lehmann.
The mad German.
Sorry?
The mad German.
Yeah.
Good shout.
Yep.
I'm assuming I would know your next one then, Stu.
Yeah.
There's only one. It's got to be the man. It's got to be David Seaman. It has to be.
That was what I thought you'd have, and I've got a feeling I knew who yours is going to be, Pete. But I'll let you decide.
Yeah. Well, there was a few. I was looking at Pit Check, and there was a few others, and then there was one that's a bit older. Another one that's showing me age, and he was at Arsenal a long time ago. Left, then come back. It's John Lukey.
Oh, John Lukey, I don't know that one. Don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
It was either him. It was either him. The other one I was thinking about was Alex Manninger that I really liked.
I was thinking Alex Manninger.
That was what I thought you might go, mate.
The two that I
might have were going to be Leno and Manninger.
Yeah.
Now, see, my third choice wasn't any of those.
Yeah, no,
my other choice, because he's gone on to be an actually really good goalkeeper, was Wojciech Szczesny.
Yeah, I looked at him as well. Yeah, Lukic joined back up with Arsenal around 2000, and it was only when they brought Manninger in that he stepped down again.
Yeah, Manninger didn't play enough games, unfortunately, because he was behind Seaman. But he went on to play. I think he went to Juve, maybe, or someone in the Italian league. He was
Manninger. Sorry.
Yeah.
Manninger. Yeah.
Manninger,
he played for a great club. He went to a great club for a little while, didn't he, Dan?
Yeah, he was at a superb club for a while.
One of the best Premier League clubs you'll ever get.
He was a superb fourth choice keeper. And then we bought Andy Lonergan, who's even better, to be fair. I don't really like him. What a legend. Right, boys, do you want to have a quick read through your teams? Have you written yours down, Stu? I can read yours out for you otherwise. He hasn't written it down, everybody. You can tell he's a newbie. He might have to have it written down when he comes back.
I know what it was, though. I think I know what it was.
Yeah, you might have to be a bit more prepared when you come back for our England one. Haven't told you that. I was thinking about inviting you for an international one.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So
homework next time.
I will start with Stu's team. So in goal, he has David Seaman. Right back, Lee Dixon. Centre backs of Vermaelen and
Sol Campbell.
Sol Campbell. Yep, Sol Campbell. Left back of Winterburn. Right mid, Parler. Centre mid, Fabregas Cazorla. Left mid, Mark Overmars. And up front, Henry and who, Stu?
Shut up, Kanu.
Yeah. I went with my team of Lehmann. My right back of Sanya. Centre backs of Kolo Touré and Martin Keown. Left back of Gael Clichy. Right mid, Freddie Ljungberg. Centre mids of Vieira and Gilberto Silva. Left mid of Alexis Sanchez. Strikers Van Persie and Ian Wright. What was your final team, Pete?
I'm quite happy with mine. My keeper is John Lukic. I've got right back of Bellerin, centre backs of O'Leary and Adams, left back of Ashley Cole. I've got left midfielder of Robert Perez. I've got Petit and Ceballos as my central midfielders.
Yeah.
Andre Arshavin out on the wing, and my strikers are Vanelka and Burkamp.
Good team, mate.
Great strike power in that one.
Good team. So, guys, I think that sort of leaves us there. Did you enjoy that, Stu?
I did very much so, mate. I just wish I'd done a bit more prep, but definitely I love doing stuff like that. So thanks for inviting me.
That's all right, mate. You'll be back soon, I'm sure. So, guys, please let us know in the comments who we've missed, who's got the best team. This will be a slightly different one with a slightly different layer on this edit. I'm not really sure how it's going to go, but you'll see it around me, won't you? I guess. But I really enjoyed this one because I knew this was going to be a tricky one. We're having to do 3 teams. The next one we're planning on doing will be out hopefully next week, and it won't be too long until we start going on to European teams and then maybe even international teams. Would you be down for European teams as well, Stu?
I've enjoyed it that much. I'll be down for any other teams you invite me to do, mate. Honestly, I really enjoyed it.
Wonderful.
I
Right,
prefer,
guys.
even when it's teams I haven't. Sorry, even when it's teams I don't have a major knowledge of it. It'd be nice. I like doing like research and looking so because.
Awesome. Right, guys. I got nothing else to say except for thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, and follow our channel. And cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Summer.